Yeah, this video is going to be totally different from my other content, and if you've clicked on it, you know what you're clicking on. I'm talking about the ABC and its war on Christianity, its war on religion. Now, the most recent example of this was a Four Corners documentary, which has successfully triggered me into wanting to make this video. And it's unfortunate that I can't use the images that they have used in their documentary because technically I don't know how to do that. But it's just a really great example of how the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, which is a taxpayer-funded media organisation, is at war with religion, at war with Christianity, and at war with belief. Well, unsurprisingly, it's not at war with Buddhism, it's not at war with Islam, it's not at war with other ideologies such as Marxism or other ideologies that many people, it's not at war with the Baader-Meinhof, it's at war with Christianity. And the Four Corners documentary about the Jehovah's Witnesses was a really great example of that. Now, what they did was they focused on some victims of abuse, and it is absolutely disgusting that there has been abuse in any context. I would never sort of conflate survivors of abuse with Christianity, but that's exactly what Four Corners is doing. And in this documentary, they really do try to build their case. And it's not only about the Jehovah's Witnesses. It's very clearly directed at all of Christianity. So what do they look at? They look at homophobia, they look at patriarchy, they look at child abuse in terms of what the Bible says about the raising of children, the rearing of children. It says that, for example, in one of the sequences, the verse is read, you should never strike a child. There's a verse in the Bible, I think it's from Proverbs, hit your son or hit your child and they'll become better adults. A rod for the fool's back. If you love your child, you discipline your child. And then they focus upon the psychological trauma of what it is to live in this worldview where the end times is coming. Now, some of the secular viewers and some of the secular journalists that work at the ABC and some of their secular audience would be aghast to realize that there is such a thing as Armageddon. There is such a thing as the end times. And one of their elders, I don't know how their church hierarchy works, I was educated a little bit about it from the documentary, but one of their people from their governing body, one of their most famous preachers, said that COVID-19 was a kind of a pestilence that can be expected in the end times. Now, I don't believe that there are any churches, any Christian churches in the world that would disagree with that. Clearly, pestilence or disease is a feature of the end times. So is famine, so is war. And this is like a very commonly understood feature of what the end times are. So I think that the ABC has seized upon those comments and sought to shock viewers. But it really is a general, broad-based war on Christianity. They are at war with Christianity. They are a publicly funded organisation. It is completely disgusting that they are using taxpayer-funded money to go after Christianity. And their crusade to eliminate the Bible, essentially, and the teachings of the Bible. If you don't want to hear about Armageddon, if you don't want to hear about the headship of man, or if you don't want to read something that's homophobic, or you don't want to read something that's telling a father to strike his son when he's wicked, or telling someone to strike a fool to save them. If you don't want to read something like that, don't read the Bible. Now, what the ABC is suggesting is that Christianity itself is a kind of sickness within society. That is the message of this program, that Christianity itself is a kind of sickness in society that causes trauma for children, that causes trauma for the people who are a part of it. It's absolutely disgusting. And I'm safely away from the ABC and its offices and all that kind of stuff, but it really upsets me to think that friends of mine and hardworking people in Australia pay money to the ABC to create this kind of nonsense, this anti-Christian nonsense. They talk about the charitable status, and one of the disgruntled former members of the Jehovah's Witnesses says, well, if they're really sure that end times is coming, why do they have a property empire? Well, a lot of religious organizations have property empires. And this is my challenge to the ABC. Why aren't you looking into Islam? Why aren't you looking into other religions? Why don't you have the courage to look into Islam? Why don't you have the courage to look into some other ideologies? It's just cowardly, it's hypocritical, and it's absolutely disgusting. And people who twist the words in the Bible to gain fame or to gain notoriety, such as what the ABC is doing, that doesn't really help them in the long run. History shows that. And look, we know what the ABC want. They want a secular republic, and they want Christianity out, and the people of Australia are not going to let that happen. They are not going to let that happen. And all of the things that are bad, all of the things that aren't good, that the Bible says are not good, it says that this isn't good, or it says that isn't good. That's not going to change. Nobody can change that. And the people of Australia aren't going to let that happen. And look, whatever your views about Christianity, whatever your views about religion, I believe people should have the right to believe whatever they want. And I don't believe that taxpayer organizations should be going at people's systems of belief. I come from an area in Australia where there's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses, and they were fantastic people. You know, I mean, they're not perfect, they're just people. But as a group of people, I would prefer them to the local bikie gang or whatever other group that you could name. They were some of the better people in the community where I grew up. And of course, if people have had bad experiences in those communities, in those organizations, leave. You're free to leave. But Four Corners and the leaders of that Australian Broadcasting Corporation, they know full well what they're doing. They're going at Christianity itself. Because you can't have Christianity without Armageddon. There's no Christianity without Armageddon. You'd have to take away Isaiah, Jeremiah, Revelations. You would have to... It's just not possible to separate Christianity from the end times. Christianity is about the end times. It is about Armageddon. And the ABC is really showing itself to be an evil organization. And it was quite ironic, because they talked about the Jehovah's Witnesses as being an evil organization, but the ABC is very clearly an evil organization. It has the agenda to de-Christianize Australia, and it has the agenda to isolate Christians, to make them feel as though they're on the losing side of history, and that their secular ideology of non-belief, their ethics, is going to be victorious. And I think it's just absolutely disgusting. And if you're in Australia, or you are an Australian, write to your member of parliament and let them know how you feel. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.